Okay, so we get a lot of questions about this, how to build an accordion. So I'm going to go ahead and try and give a quick example here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to create your content in the separate content panes that you want your content to be in if you haven't done that already. And then what this really requires is to use a special layout. So you're going to want to go and click Change Layout. And then up here in the category, you're going to switch it to OpenHSU. And then you typically are going to want to use one of these three accordion layouts. So this first one is if you want like a full width header, and then maybe you want a couple sections of accordions, maybe a footer down at the bottom, or you need lots of accordion sections, or then we have this one that has just sort of three partial width accordions. So we'll go ahead and just use this one for now. It has a sidebar, and then just click Save as Custom. And then down here, you're going to want to click Customize this page. So, and then you can just click Accordion Style. Usually I set this to -1 because I don't want to have an active pane, meaning that I want everything to be closed when a site viewer first comes to the page, and then we want each of the little panels to be only as tall as the content inside of it when it's closed, and we want to be able to close all of them. And then we'll go ahead and click Save, and then if you click Save again, then you'll see that we have some accordion sections here. Like these empty ones down here are because we have some bits of content that come by default with the page that we need to remove. But you'll notice when we go back in to customize this page that it's not that easy to edit from this interface, right? You can go like this, you can open each one individually. Once you delete that, it'll be gone, and then you can remove them like this. But that's kind of a pain, so I'm going to cancel that. And typically what I recommend to people is that if they want to build accordions, that they actually do it in this customized display screen here. So you're going to be looking at the full page override, and then you're going to click on content, and then you see something sort of similar like what we were just looking at in the design view. You see those content panes that we were looking at with their headings that were the beginnings of our accordion, and then you see these other panes that are on a content page by default. So we'll go ahead and just remove those. Oops. And then we can save that and go back to viewing the page. And then you'll notice that we just have those 4 pieces that I originally created for this demo. So that's pretty cool, but what if you want to, say, have them in different sections? So you can go back in here and you can move these down here, and then maybe want to have something in between that sort of separates everything. So on this first one, we want it to be an accordion. So we have that already set there. And on this one, we want it to not be in an accordion, and then we want these down here to also be in its own accordion. And give that a save. And then we'll go back over to view. And then you have 2 separate accordions. One down below and one up above with some content in the middle. So you can see if you wanted to create a bunch of different sections of accordions, you might use this accordion with 10 regions. So you could, for example, let's just look at this real quick so I could demonstrate. So you could actually move some of these around. Like say you wanted to group different accordions into different sections. So maybe you have these three up here in this section, and then you want to have like a heading that sort of separates them. So you could do that by doing something like this. And we can access that accordion style again. These are the default settings that I always use. And we can go up to this top section. And then give that a save. And now you have an upper section of accordions and then an additional section sort of divided by this divider.